Welcome back to History Exam Helper, where I'll show you how I write essays. Today's lesson will write an introduction paragraph on the Roman Republic, which will tell us what the essay will be about and why it is important. The essay question is, why is the Roman Republic historically significant? We're starting with such a broad essay question so we can learn all the content required for the topic, and then we'll apply this knowledge to more specific exam questions. Here's the teal structure that you can use to memorise and write strong exam essays, and we'll use it for every single paragraph until it becomes automatic. And once it's in your memory, it'll help you step by step on what to write from memory even under pressure. Here's the teal structure again in picture form to show you how a paragraph moves in steps, with each sentence or section becoming more specific until we get to the link prize at the end. The first sentence of the introduction is the topic sentence, which provides a very direct but broad response to the essay question. The essay question is, why is the Roman Republic historically significant? And to answer this question, we really need to know what historical significance is. Significance on its own just means worthy of attention. Therefore, historical significance is asking what parts of the past are historically significant, or why do we study history? Here I've listed many reasons for studying history, but they all sort of fall under these three broad categories: understanding the past, the present, and change in continuity. Therefore, to finish the topic sentence, we just need to state that the Roman Republic is historically significant because it helps historians understand the past, the present, change, and continuity. But we just need to keep it very broad because, as per the paragraph pyramid, the topic sentence is very broad, and then we get more specific as we go on. Next, the explanation explains the topic sentence in more detail. To do this, we can highlight any topics or concepts that might need more explaining. For example, understanding the past means looking at what the past was like on its own terms. This includes things like society, politics, and the economy, as well as culture seen through the lives of individuals and groups. Next, understanding the present means looking at how the past influences the present, including later societies and modern systems. And finally, change in continuity is when historians take a broad, bird's-eye view of history to see what changes or stays the same throughout time. And you can see how I've incorporated this in the explanation. Here I've noted that understanding the past means looking at Roman systems, and that these aspects of the Roman Republic had influence on later societies, and that this ultimately reveals what changes or stays the same throughout time. And this really matters because we're showing in the second sentence of the essay that we know what the essay topic is, which is historical significance, and that we can relate it to the time period, which is the Roman Republic. But we don't need to go into too much detail because the next section, the evidence section of the paragraph pyramid, will become even more specific. Next, in the evidence section, we'll list the topics that will be used to help answer the essay question. For this example, I've listed every single topic because we're learning history and essay writing at the same time. But in a normal essay, you wouldn't necessarily list every topic, only those that help answer the question. So the topics here, like origin and geography, social systems, and key developments, provide examples or evidence of historical significance because they explain what happened in the past and what the past was like. But you can see here I haven't made any reference yet to the influence of the past on later societies or change in continuity. And that is because, as we'll see next, these bigger ideas are more suited to the analysis section of the paragraph pyramid. The analysis section of the introduction states why the essay is important and worth writing on a deeper level. You can see that I've started the sentence by stating that understanding the Roman Republic matters because, then I filled in the blanks. First up, we've stated that it's intrinsically fascinating, to link back to our first reason for studying history, which is to understand the present on its own terms and for its own sake. Secondly, we can link back to understanding the present by stating that many of the values and ideas underpinning modern social and political systems can be traced back to the Roman Republic. Finally, we link back to continuity and change by reiterating that by understanding both the past and the present requires a wide perspective that allows us to see what has changed or stayed the same. And as a result, we've gone one step deeper to show why this essay is important and that we understand the essay topic, which is historical significance. Finally, we get to the prize of the paragraph pyramid, which is the linked sentence. In an introduction linked sentence, the prize isn't that great because we're just stating that our methods will answer the essay question, but not yet how our methods will answer the essay question, because that's what we'll do throughout the essay. So here we've just stated that by examining each topic using evidence and analysis, we'll be able to show why the Roman Republic is historically significant. And now we have a finished paragraph. Next time, I'll show you how to write a context paragraph on the Roman Republic. See you then.